This Bible story is on Easter Day after Mary Magdalene has met Jesus at the tomb. She's told Jesus' friends that Jesus is alive. But Jesus' friends just don't believe her. Two of Jesus' friends left from Jerusalem on the road to the village of Emmaus. As they were walking, they talked about what had happened to Jesus on the cross. It's so sad that Jesus died. It's just terrible. I thought that Jesus was God's own son. As they walked, another man came and walked right beside them. Can you see who it is? But they didn't recognise that it was the risen Jesus. Jesus asked, "Who are you talking about?" Cleopas answered, "Who are you? Surely you would have heard. It's big news round here. We're talking about Jesus of Nazareth. We thought he was God's saviour of the world."
Haven't you heard the news? Jesus is killed. And today we hear that his tomb is empty.
Jesus then began to talk, explaining everything to them. You shouldn't be surprised that Jesus died on the cross. Let me explain. The prophets said this would happen to God's saviour. If God's Son has died and has come back alive again, surely that shows he is God's chosen one. Jesus kept explaining as they walked. And it was almost dark when they reached the Emmaus village, and the two friends wanted Jesus to stay with them. Cleopas said, "Stranger, come in and stay with us and share something with us. We're going to eat." They sat down and they ate a meal together. There was some bread, and Jesus did something that he'd done before. Jesus took a chunk of bread, said a thank you prayer, and broke the bread in half and passed it to his friends. It was then that the friends recognised who Jesus was. Wow! It's Jesus! He's alive! But before they'd even said the words, Jesus had disappeared. He'd gone. The two friends spoke in wonder. Jesus is alive. It all makes sense now. It's just as he said as when we were walking with him. Jesus has come back to life, and that shows he's God's chosen one. I think we must run back to Jerusalem and tell the disciples what we've seen. And so that's what they did. They ran all the way back to Jerusalem as fast as they could, and they burst into the room where the disciples were gathered and said, "Jesus is alive! We met him on the road! He really is alive!" I wonder how you would explain to your friends that Jesus has come alive again.